I promise you more with Millie here. By the way, we're in her guest house. You might think we're in some lovely restaurant here. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. Millie, you mentioned cannabis there.
Yeah.
Now that, I mean, you understood. I know you told me off screen. I thought, are you going to say that on screen? You did. Illegal, but you had to think, you had to try it right.
When your life is on the line like that, you just have to take any chances. You know, I knew I was running the chance that I'd probably go to jail.
Seriously?
Seriously. But, you know, that was the last thought in my mind. All I was thinking of was, I've got to do something to try and get rid of this cancer, otherwise I'm going to die. You know, yes, I was nervous. Of course I was nervous.
Were you smoking it, injecting it? Well, how did it work?
No.
What did you do?
No, I got it through a friend of a friend. You know, we're both taking risks, but there you go. What I had to do was I had to send to the internet and get these little capsules, you know, like what your tablets come in.
Yeah.
And Rick Simpson, the man who discovered the cannabis having these healing powers, it comes to, it's like a tar substance. It's in a syringe, and you put a grain, the amount of the size of a grain of rice into one of these capsules with a little bit of coconut oil, and you use it as a suppository.
Oh, okay.
That way it bypasses the liver and goes straight into your bloodstream, so you're getting the whole...
Do you get a high off it though? I mean, that's the obvious question. No, but everyone's going to ask us, you know, do you go high as if you've been smoking marijuana?
No.
Well,
yes. Well, I'll tell you what happened. One night I thought, I'll take it by mouth and see what happens, you know. Well, honestly...
Oh, did you?
I was like this, you know?
Just once, that was it?
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, I couldn't move.
Let's expand this out then. What do you think to this whole idea about legalising the use of medical
It's for medical use. Come on, government. I'm asking you, I'm pleading with you. There's a lot of sick people here. Cannabis oil, I'm living proof. It worked. And if you go on the internet, you'll see how many thousands of people it's working for. You know, come on, Isle of Man, you've been first in many, many important things throughout history. Come on.
Well, I think it can be now given by prescription, but they can't get any doctors who want to give it. I mean, you know, it's an ongoing story, isn't it, this one?
Well, I know one or two doctors who are in favour of it, so I don't know where that's coming from.
What else did you do, alternative-wise?
So I had the cannabis oil. All right, so it grew back the first time, but it just grew back in exactly the same spot, exactly the same size. So I thought,
just hold on, the first time round you hadn't taken any of the alternative stuff, or you had?
First time I had.
But it came back, so they're not
in exactly the
throw
same.
You off the idea that this is working then?
Yeah, well, everything was going through my head, but hey, I just thought I've just got to keep on.
Keep going. Okay.
So I kept on with the cannabis oil, but I upped the dose. You know, instead of having a grain of a rice, I put more in. You know, and because it was going up the back passage as a suppository, I didn't get any of the highs or anything like that. So I just upped the dose and took it more often. Probably I wasn't using.
Were you guessing, or did you have some advice?
Just guessing. At that point, no. I've now found out that it has to be, the ratio has to be 1 CBD oil to 1 THC.
This is Dr. Google that found that by doing more research.
This is from Ty Bollinger, who lost all his family to cancer, and he suddenly sat down and thought, they've been trying to cure cancer for over 100 years and it's getting worse, not better. Yeah. Why? So he got his camera. He was a journalist.
It's a YouTube
guy, he was a journalist.
Yeah.
So for the last however many years, he's been going around every country in the world interviewing doctors, alternative doctors, conventional doctors, and he's on YouTube. The Global Truth About Cancer. Anybody who wants to cure themselves, please go on that site. Okay,
but I don't want to put people off from going down the traditional methods.
No. You know. Even Ty Bollinger agrees that there are, in some cases, that you have to mix the conventional with the alternative.
Or see your doctor though, whatever. As soon as you get a lump or anything happens.
Yeah, you've got to go to your doctors. You've got to get it assessed and make sure that you have got it.
Just to wrap this up, getting back to the dignity and dying, all that sort of thing. Because you were close at one stage being told that was it, too late. Is that why you're still keen to get the idea that people can finish on their own terms?
Absolutely, because this year I thought, right, okay, I've been given the all clear, but you know, cancer's a funny thing. How many people have been told they're cured, and it sometimes comes back, you know. So I'm not that silly to think that you know, that I am cured for life. God, I would like to think I am. And I also believe in the power of prayer now, which I didn't, but I do now. And so this prompted me to go to Tinmuld again and to push again.
Because we've all heard of Veritas, this thing, isn't it? The one in Dignitas in Switzerland, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. But I know of a family in Holland who this happened to them, and the lady had stomach cancer, and in Holland it's legal. And what they done was, she decided when enough was enough, when she couldn't cope anymore, and she said to her partner, you know, I'm ready for going now. And what they have to do is they have to say to 3 doctors, I'm ready for going.
Yeah.
You know, 3 independent doctors who don't know each other. And on the night it happened, the doctors come and she had what there's a quick death or a soft death, and that's where the doctor comes, and I think it's to relax the muscles and things, make it more humane, sort of, you know. Anyway, she had the first injection, then the second, and the last one was at about 9 o'clock, and her partner climbed into bed with her, cuddled her in. He said she was snoring her little head off like she normally does. He says, but by the morning she was gone. He says, and she looked so peaceful. Okay. And she'd been in agony, absolute agony before that, you know.
I think things will be changing at some point. Goodness knows when. Anyway, to finish it, I know that Claire Betson's probably picking it up, maybe, and Dave Cretton even.
David Cretton
so
said.
Maybe this time around you might get somewhere. Yeah?
Well, I'd like to think so. Okay. You know, there's a lot of people out there who are suffering unnecessary. You know, when your quality of life is gone, and you know, and you're in pain, or you know. What's the point? What's the point in, you know, having modern medicine keeping you here? And you know, and they'll say, oh yes, but you know, we've got drugs to, you know, for the pain. I have personal experience from family and friends. Then drugs don't always work for everybody, you know. I know this. I know this from personal experience, you know. So
Well, we wish you well and keep in touch, right?
Okay, thanks. Thanks very much.